Well, hello all and welcome. Hope you're all doing well. I'm just in here literally taking the last of the cucumbers, and I don't know about you, but for me this year has been a really good year for harvests. Right, I'm going to get some carrots up. Now, in here, these are sweet candle, but they're not all sweet candle. At the time of me sowing these, I had some long seed or long carrot seed left over from, it's got to be 2 years old now, because I didn't grow any last year, but I grew some the year before, and I grew them in that barrel there that's got the sand in. I just made a core, took the sand out with the core, fill that with fine sieved compost, 3 or 4 seeds in it, and away we went. I did the same with this, but this has got spent compost in it, and then all as I've done is just made a very small, only about 2 inches deep, sort of little divot, you know, fill that with very fine compost, put the seed direct into that, and so really it's a bit of a lottery. Some of these will be sweet candle and some of these will be long carrots, and I'm not sure which is where and what. So, but we'll get some of these up anyway. Let's see what we've got. We're going to have a mixed bag, put it that way. Well, that's definitely a sweet candle, most definite. So I'll have a look at one next to it and see what that is. I have got other carrots, by the way, in a veg truck down by the house, and we've been taking them, and that is basically finished with now, so that's why I'm taking these now. I did take a couple of these a few months back just to see what they were like, really, and they were quite nice. So there we go, that's another sweet candle. Get that one. Now then, let's have a look round the front to see if any of these are any long carrots. Obviously, looking down on them from here, I don't need to tell you that they all look much the same, but we'll see. We'll have a bit of a dig and see what's what. Well, that feels like that might be a long. That's broke free. Yeah, I think that's a long one. They've only been watered. These have not been fed with anything. Oh yes, that's a long carrot, albeit a tad twisty and windy, but it's still a carrot. Good growth on that. So and we'll just have a look for one more, see if we can find another long. Maybe I'll put all the longs at the front and sweet candle towards the back, I don't know. This will probably be another sweet candle. It's starting to come. That, yeah, this feels like it's, I think this is a long one. Yeah. Oh yes, most definitely. There we go. So these are basically all growing in spent compost. So let's just put them together. So we've got a couple of long ones, and then a couple of sweet candle. Quite pleased with them. In fact, I'm very, very, very pleased with them. They're great. Absolutely superb. Well, here are my potatoes. There's 3 rows of Sarpo Una that have all died back a long time ago, and I've been very pleased with the harvest of them, considering they've not had a lot of watering. They've had very little watering, in fact. And then here are 2 rows of Sarpo Mira. The Sarpo Una that I've had over there, I've never grown them before, and I'll do them again, definitely. Very pleased with them. Sarpo Mira I've done before, but I haven't got any up yet this year. So, as I say, I'm going to get all these potatoes up. I've decided, I've just had a bit of a brainwave, whatever, call it what you like, and I've decided I'm going to get them all up. But what I'm going to do is just dig one up to start with, and I'll show you what we hopefully I've got in the way of potatoes off these. Now these normally provide me with, well, they're all the little, I'll leave them there. I can see some bigger ones here. These generally provide me with good baking potatoes, as is the case with that one there. So we'll carry on. As I say, I'm going to get them all up, but I just thought that before I go too far, I'll just get 1 or 2 up, and we'll got, yeah, these aren't looking. I'll get any more in there. No. Oh, tell a lie. Little one there. The one there. Right, I'll just show you these. You've just seen me getting the one. Can you see? They're not bad. These will make very nice baked potatoes, and that's what I like about the Sarpo Mira. They're not a bad potato for that. So without further ado, I'm going to get my wheelbarrow in place and get all those up. I'm not going to touch the Vala that I've got over there behind the camera. They'll wait. The arms, the tops are very good on those, and I don't see the point in getting them up until really I've got to. So we'll crack on and get these out. Well, there we have it. They are all the Sarpomera up, and what I like about the Sarpomeras is I grow them because of things like this, doing big sized baked potatoes, decent spuds for doing baked potatoes. That's off 24 seed potatoes. Then what I've got here, these are Sarpo Una. Now I've done 3 rows of Sarpo Una, but I've been harvesting those anyway. But again, as you can see, you've got some nice sized potatoes in amongst them for doing baked potatoes. Really pleased. Let me get myself comfortable a minute. But yeah, really I'm quite pleased with these. I never really bother about weighing. I may weigh individual potatoes. I mean, I might weigh that one, that seems to be about the biggest here. I might weigh that just to kill curiosity, but I never really bother about what sort of weight I've taken off, how many rows or anything like that. I'm just quite happy with the fact that I've got quite a few here. We have got to remember that this year has been a little unique because it's been very dry for a long time, and although I could water these, we have got taps and we pay water rates on our site, and yes, I could use my hose and water them. I have watered them now and again, but I've not watered them a great deal because getting and having the time has been part of it. But I can understand obviously why farmers will water. I mean, if they're going to, get crops of big potatoes like this, it's worth them doing it. But all in all, I'm quite pleased with these. So apart from my Valor, which are over there, I've got all my potatoes up now. As I say, the Valor will stay because the tops of them are looking quite healthy. Once they really start to fade away, we'll have them up and out, and that'll be it. And these will go home. I'll put those in here with them, take them home in the wheelbarrow, let them dry out, and then they'll go into some Hessian sacks to be stored somewhere cool and dark. Well, my plan for today was to go round the allotment, get and dig some ground over, put some beds to bed, you might say. That's all gone out the window because yesterday it absolutely hammered down. It was strong winds, almost like gales, and the rain, it was torrential, absolutely horrendous. So it's made the ground, shall we say, it'd be a bit heavy going. let's put it that way. So I thought, well, the greenhouses, I need to just have a quick look through because I'm coming to the end now with regards harvests, cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers. So I thought, right, let's give it a one last hit, and we'll get and harvest everything from out of the greenhouses before I then start and strip them all out. So I'll just show you what I've harvested. Well, that is it. That's the end with regards harvests in the greenhouses. Tomatoes, that's the lot of them. There's a few sweet aperitif and sweet million. The rest are Crimson Crush and a variety I grow from seed, from Save Seed each year, called Bacardi. There's a couple of the little yellow, the Sunrise cucumbers. These are a variety called Socrates. Done very well with them this year, very pleased. that's the end of them. They've about had it. And then the peppers, you can see that is, I've just taken them off this morning, those. So they're basically, there's one or two more to come. They're only very small, and there's one or two flowers on there, but that's basically the end of it. So now I've cleared all that, it's now a case of clearing all the cucumber and tomato plants out. Well, as you can see, there are a lot of raspberries to be harvested, but when you look then up on the tip of the plant here, you can see how the flowers that were here are now gone black. So we must have had some really cold temperatures, but I'm going to harvest everything that I can from here. There's quite a few, so we'll get on and get these harvested. Well, as I've just said about with the raspberries, and I've just shown you that with regards to why I don't think I'll get any more, I'm not going to moan with the harvest I've got. I've got 4 tubs here that are 35 litre tubs. They're the ones I grow my potatoes in early in the year. They've done really well all year, but I'll just show you what I've harvested. There we go. I don't tip this up too much because we'll be over the floor, but that's the most I've had in one harvest. But having said that, these haven't been touched for maybe 2 weeks, whereas up until now I've been taking them off as I've seen them. So now that we've got these, and I've got some apples as well, so I think there's going to be apple and raspberry crumble or pie. That'll be all up to my wife, but I will see how much these weigh, and I'll just put a little thing in the bottom of the video just to let you know how much what sort of weight I've got of raspberries. There we go, all the buckets all cleared, everything taken out down both sides. My watering cans there obviously now empty, but I'll leave them in the greenhouse here. While they're in here, they're doing no harm. It does need cleaning. You can see how it's all quite grubby, but that will be done probably February or so next year. We'll have just have a bucket of hot water with some J's fluid in it, and a bit of bleach, probably just wipe everything over inside and out. So all the floors all nicely cleaned as well. I'll take you next door and show you what I'm doing in there, because it's similar to this but something a little bit different. Well, we're in the other greenhouse. I'll spin you around and show you what I've done in here. Again, same sort of thing, cleaned all the buckets out along here, but what I've done here is I've left the peppers, basically because, as you've seen already, there's peppers to be had, so I'm leaving these to basically just fatten up a little, let the peppers fatten up. I know there's flowers coming which are going to come to nothing, I think, anyway, but it's just to let those few peppers pick up. And again with this, once they're all cleared out, again wash down with some J's fluid and a bit of bleach, give it all a good clean. We'll do outside as well. And then the only other thing that's in here I've got a bit of lettuce, I've got a bit of winter density, and then that's a little bit of all year round. Some of those are going to go into the veg trug, because there's a bit of room in the veg trug now, so some of them will go in there, and some of these will then go into some pots that I've got, and that they'll probably stay in the greenhouse. In fact, what I may do is just put them down here in the greenhouse and just see how they go on over winter, see how long I can keep going. But yeah, so this is, as I say, it's just those peppers, the sweet peppers there. I'm just leaving them really. Everything else is the same as the other greenhouse. This has all been raked through, cleaned, and that's it really. That's the greenhouses put to bed for the winter. Well, that's it for this one. Thank you all very much for watching, really is very much appreciated. And also a big thank you to new subscribers. That's always nice to see. The raspberries and apple I said we'd got, we ended up having a crumble, and very nice it was too, really was very nice. The lettuce that you've seen, as I said, some in the veg trug, some I'm going to put into pots and leave in the greenhouse. Another little thing that I'm going to try, because I've never done it before and I don't really know whether it'll work, I'm going to sow some cauliflower. I've got some all year round, and I've got another one, I think it's Boris, which is supposed to be pretty winter tolerant, and I'm going to sow some seed into some cell trays. They'll stay in the greenhouse and I'll just see how they do. You know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. You might be sitting there watching this thinking, no you idiot, don't, nothing will come of them. First bit of frost and they'll go. Well, obviously I'll try and protect them against frost, but if I don't have a go, I don't know. So we'll just see what happens. I mean, if it all does go pear-shaped, well, I'll just do an early sowing next year, and nothing, you know, that's it, we're done. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, and so on. So once again, thank you all very much. Be good and look after yourselves, look after each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra a bit.